So, hi everyone, this is Bridget here. Today I thought I'd just show you how to make a very simple chicken curry. In other words, it's an Anglo-Indian bobo curry. So, very simple ingredients which are already in your kitchen. So, what I've done is I have taken half a kilo of chicken legs because the meat is very fleshy and soft and it cooks fast. So that's the reason why I've chosen chicken legs today. So with this, these are the spice powders, very simple, like 1.5 teaspoon of chili powder, which is very mild, not the spicy chili powder. Then half a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of coriander, quarter teaspoon of turmeric, and half a teaspoon of salt. You could, this is just judiciously to be used. You can increase or decrease as per your taste. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to mix all these spice powders along with the chicken. Just to, marinate it for some time till we fry the onions and you could mix with your fingers if you like. No hard and fast rule. Okay, so this we keep it aside. Now I also have 2 onions that are sliced, and I've got 1 green chilli that I've slit in half just to give the bite. Then this is like maybe like 3 or 4 tablespoons of chopped coriander, 2 tomatoes that I've chopped finely, and 2 maybe like a 1.5 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. So we'll start by adding 2 tablespoons of oil. Just wait for a minute till it gets heated. Okay, and now I'm going to add in a sliced onions. We'll fry our onions very well. So actually, in the olden days, fowl curry was the norm, or bobo curry, which was an Anglo-Indian name for chicken curry. So why this got its name was, in the olden days, everybody had huge houses because they lived in quarters provided by the mining companies or the railways or the post and telegraphs, and they had sufficient garden space around the house. So normally in the back garden you'd have these hen houses where they would rear their own fowls, the country fowls or leghorns, for the table. And in order to call the hens to come and eat when they brought the grain for them, the mother or the children would, call out boo 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 to the fowls. So that's how it got its name. So we have to fry this quite well. The onions are almost done. They've become like light brown in color and quite translucent. No one likes the raw taste of an onion in their curry. Okay, so I'll just lower the heat. And now I'll add the ginger garlic paste. We'll fry this for a few minutes. One thing is that preferably you should use ginger and garlic paste that you blend at home, because the store-bought ginger garlic paste always has a lot of preservatives and vinegar and acetic acid in it, which really spoils the taste of the dish, and it will not taste like how you imagined it to taste. So it's always better to grind fresh ginger root and garlic at home. So now I'm going to add the tomatoes. So we'll raise the heat a little so that the tomatoes soften. You can keep frying well. Okay. Instead of chopped tomatoes, you could always add 2 or 3 tablespoons of tomato puree or tomato paste if you like. If you don't feel like chopping tomatoes, since that would make the dish quite smooth. Okay, and now we add in the marinated chicken. So we give this a good stir. So since we are adding tomatoes, we are not adding coconut milk in this bobo curry. I try to make it as simple as possible so that, you know, whatever ingredients you have at home would be made use of. If you like, you could add a little spice powder together if you have allspice powder at home, or while frying the onions, we could have added some, you know, a piece of cinnamon and a few cloves as well. Okay, so we just wait for a few minutes for this to fry. You know, the pieces become firm and then we add the water. So basically the gravy is quite thin, not a thick gravy sauce, because we are not adding any thickeners like coconut or anything else. You can add in a little coriander at this stage, just to give it a little taste of the coriander. You can see it's frying well. So once the pieces become firm, we could add some water and bring it to boil. In fact, we could close it for a few minutes. Okay, you see the oil separating from the masala or the mixture. So now it's time for us to add sufficient water. This depends on how much of gravy you would like in your dish. So sufficient for your chicken to cook. Okay. So now we just add in some more coriander and release the heat for a little while till bubbles, and then you lower the heat and let it cook on low heat till your chicken is cooked, which should be around 8 to 10 minutes. And here you can see that it's cooking well. Your curry is almost done. You can see that it's cooked very well. You can see it's well cooked. You can see the gravy also is not very thin, but it's not very thick as well. So I'll now switch off, and our Anglo-Indian bobo curry is ready. I forgot to mention that you could add potato as well. So you could enjoy this chicken curry with either bread or rice. So just some, clear this mess. So here you go, Anglo-Indian bobo.